All right, everyone, thanks for joining. I wanted to walk you through the data from the 2026 Ohio Golf Conference. We've gone through all the survey results from both our attendees and our sponsors, and the goal here is to really pull out the key insights and figure out what we can learn to make our next event even better.
So here's how we'll break it down. First, we'll look at the big picture, and spoiler alert, it was a massive success. Then, we'll dive into who was there and what they loved. After that, we'll look at it from the sponsor's point of view. And finally, we'll put it all together into a clear roadmap for what comes next.
Okay, let's just jump right in. There's really no other way to put this. From the perspective of our core audience, the golf course operators, this conference was an absolute home run. The top-line numbers are frankly outstanding.
Let's start with this number, 100%. I mean, think about that. Every single person who filled out the survey rated the conference as either excellent or very good. You just don't see numbers like that. It's a testament to how well the event was received.
And when you dig into that 100%, it gets even better. Nearly 70% of our attendees didn't just say it was very good. They put it in the highest possible category, excellent. That shows a level of excitement that goes way beyond just being satisfied. And that awesome feeling, that high satisfaction, it wasn't just fluff. It translated directly into real business value. A huge 95.2% of our attendees said the conference was either extremely or very valuable for them and their business. That's a fantastic result.
You know, this slide right here, this is what it's all about, right? Over 91% of our people walked away with new connections. This proves it wasn't just a series of talks, it was a genuine industry hub that got people talking and building relationships.
So, who were these people making all these connections, and what parts of the conference really resonated with them? Let's take a closer look.
Look at this. We absolutely hit the bullseye on our target audience. Almost 70% of the people in the room were golf course owners or general managers. That means the core of the OGCOA was there, and our content was reaching exactly who it needed to. So what was the big draw for them? Well, the data couldn't be clearer. Content was king. Over 65% of attendees pointed to the speaker presentations and the panel discussions as the most valuable part of the entire conference.
And if we drill down even further into the comments, a couple of names just kept popping up. James Cronk and Jimmy Hanlin were mentioned over and over as standouts. It just goes to show how much of a difference dynamic, engaging speakers can make.
And well, this quote from one of the attendees, I think this really just sums up the feeling in the room. It's pretty clear we've set the bar incredibly high for ourselves.
Okay, so that's the attendee story, and it's fantastic. Now let's switch gears and look at things from the perspective of our vital partners, the sponsors. The data here is a little more complex, and it really points to a clear opportunity for us to grow and deliver even more value.
First off, the great news. Our sponsors totally agreed with our attendees about one thing: the quality of the people in the room. A full 90% said the audience quality was excellent or very good. So we definitely delivered on our promise to connect them with the key operators.
But, and this is the really crucial point, while they loved who was there, turning that access into actual business, well, that was basically a coin flip. Only half of them felt they generated real leads or partnerships, and that is our key area for improvement.
This chart kind of helps us understand why. It seems like it wasn't a total lack of opportunity. I mean, 90% said they had some chance to connect. The issue seems to be more about the quality of those interactions and how we can better facilitate them to turn into something tangible.
So, that brings us to the most important question, right? What do we do about it? How do we build on this incredible attendee success while also addressing this feedback from our sponsors? Luckily, the data gives us a very clear path forward.
Let's start with the basics. Timing. When is the best time of year for everyone to get together?
And this is just fantastic to see. There's zero confusion here. Looking at these two charts side by side, it's a landslide. Both our attendees and our sponsors are in strong agreement. February is the sweet spot.
As for what they want to learn about, our attendees gave us some pretty clear marching orders. There's a real hunger for more content around technology, the nuts and bolts of club operations and finance, and of course, the ongoing challenges of managing staff and customers.
And finally, to get right at that 50% lead gen number for sponsors, they basically told us exactly what they need. First, give attendees a reason, an incentive to visit the sponsor tables. Second, carve out dedicated time in the schedule just for those interactions. And third, find better ways to help them follow up afterwards, maybe like sharing contact lists, with permission of course.
So, the big takeaway for us as a board, I think, is that we're starting from an amazing place. We have a winning formula that our members absolutely love and find incredibly valuable. And now the data has given us a clear, actionable path to make the experience for our partners just as strong.
And that really leaves us with the big strategic question to chew on. We know what needs to be done to boost that sponsor ROI. The challenge now is how we execute it. It's about finding that perfect balance to make sure every single person in that room, attendee and sponsor alike, walks away feeling like they got incredible value.